welcome guys to another video. Today we are going to be looking at the top 3 fixture runs in FPL from game week 1 to game week 6. Now I've narrowed it down to a top 3 teams. Yes, only 3. We're not giving this easy fixture run title to anybody, okay? It's quite an elite division and I do believe there is a genuine top 3. Wait guys, before this video starts, I need to get you to join the mini league, okay? The code is here on the screen. Make sure you're getting involved. So without further ado, I am going to give you the third place team, which is Nottingham Forest. And I'm sure none of you are surprised to see this, especially with their first 3 fixtures. They're all green. It's very good. Now, as you can see, I'm rating them out of 30 on the fixture difficulty rating just under my face here. Now, 16 out of 30 is a pretty good score. Red can either be 4 or 5, grey is 3, and green is 1 or 2. In Nottingham Forest case, they're all 2s. There's no 1s, sadly. A 1 is pretty much if you're playing home to a relegation team. So yeah, early on, it's definitely a team of players you want to be looking to own, especially if you're going with a Haaland team. Guys, I think Nottingham Forest players are crucial for you if you're going for a Haaland team because it's going to give you those budget enablers which can allow you to afford him. I'm talking about players like Morgan Gibbs-White, like Chris Wood, or even Callum Hudson-Odoi. And you can also get a decent 4.5 mil starting defender as well, you know? Plenty of options, plenty of avenues to go down with Nottingham Forest, especially for these first few fixtures. Now, you can argue maybe you'd sell them after game week 3 because they do have Liverpool away and Brighton away, which are 2 tough games. But then after that, you could wait for the home game to Fulham for another pretty decent fixture. But then again, I don't blame you if not. The only person you'd probably be holding for 2 hard game weeks is a 4.5 defender you can just put on the bench. But if some attackers have really good form like Chris Wood, I'm expecting the most from, maybe you'd keep him through those games anyway. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think from Forest. Do you think in any of these assets are good? Do you think Chris Wood is good? Do you think Gibbs-White is good? Hudson-Odoi, maybe Murillo in the defence? Let me know what your thoughts are. Because overall, I think it's a good team to own players from. It helps you save money and target the good fixtures. The next team we are going to be talking about is actually Fulham. Now, I'm pretty sure no one has talked about Fulham's opening fixture run because apparently people don't think it's good. But I'm here to tell you guys, it is indeed the second best opening fixture run if you're looking at game weeks 1 to 6. And I think every single person looking at Fulham is just immediately put off by game week 1 playing away to Man United, which is their hardest fixture out of the opening 6. And even Man United as a team to play against, their defence is not solid, okay? They had the most shots faced last season along with Sheffield United. It was abysmal. So definitely a team you wouldn't mind having your attackers play against. And after that Man United game, they do end up facing 2 relegation teams in a row, which is gold, okay, guys? Ipswich and Leicester. This is why I'm surprised I'm not seeing many Fulham assets in people's teams. Guys, Muniz and Andreas offer great value for how much they cost when you catch them on fixture runs like these, okay? Definitely not players you want to miss out on. Even Anthony Robinson in the back as well as a 4.5 mil defender. He is a very good option because he's got that attacker potential. We saw at the end of last season, he was getting loads and loads and loads of assists. And we've got the clean sheet potential facing 2 relegation teams in a row. So it's definitely not a team you want to miss out on. I would recommend every single one of you gets at least 1 Fulham player in your team, whether it's 4.5 mil defender Robinson, just to rotate at the back, or you get Muniz or Andreas once again to be a budget-friendly option if you want to afford the more expensive players. I think all of you should be owning at least 1 Forest and 1 Fulham player in your teams. If not, you're doing yourself an injustice. Because over here at FPL Borders, guys, we are not the average FPL players. You know, we need to be intellectuals. We need to be good enough to look past what everyone else is thinking, to look past the hard game week 1 fixture and understand these Fulham players are the ones to go for. Now, guys, on the FDR rating, I have given Fulham a 15 out of 30, which is just 1 below Forest. And I know what you're thinking. You see more greys than greens on this one. But the Fulham red fixture is a 4, while the Forest one was a 5, because Liverpool away is so much harder than Manchester United away. And also that home game against a new relegation team is scoring a 1 out of 5 on the fixture difficulty rating. That's why I'm giving Fulham the edge of a Nottingham Forest. But if we're talking individually about the assets from each team, I would actually prefer the Forest ones just because of the expected goal involvement Chris Wood and Gibbs-White were getting towards the end of last season. It was just like, they were outputting all these goals and assists left, right, and centre. Guys, once again, let me know what you're thinking of the Fulham games. Do you think the opening fixtures are as good, like I'm saying, or do you think they're kind of terrible and I'm just making shit up? Guys, feel free to let me know. Feel free to disagree. Anyway, On to the number one team now, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows who this team must be. And if you don't, you probably haven't been paying as much attention, which is fine. That's what I'm here for. It is going to be Liverpool. Guys, look at their opening fixtures. I know they have a Man United game, which can be tough, but at the same time, it's not, considering the amount of times they've beaten them 4-0, 5-0, 7-0. I would know. I'm a Man United fan. I went through the pain. If they were playing home to Man United, maybe I would have given the fixture a grey instead of a red. But because they're playing away, and last season they did manage to draw twice with Man U, I am going to put it on the red side because United held their own against Liverpool last season. The best assets from this team are quite obvious. It's going to be Salah. I think anyone not having Salah in their team is going to be setting themselves back, especially with this opening fixture run. I know they're getting a new manager and it's not Klopp anymore, but Salah has got 7 200-plus point seasons in a row. That's unheard of, and his consistency is unmatched, so I wouldn't begin to doubt Salah now. The other two is the two fullbacks, Trent and Robertson. Now, last season, Trent and Robertson weren't amazing. Trent, while he was actually not injured, was doing great, and that's why loads of people are getting Trent in their team. And Robertson is kind of slept on. That's because under Klopp, he wasn't as attacking as he's going to be while he's playing under Arne Slot. Reason being, Slot likes both of his fullbacks attacking, kind of like the early Jurgen Klopp phase, before he started having just Trent going on the attack and having Robertson sit back a bit more. So I do think Robertson's going to become a much more attacking machine in this season. I may be wrong, and it may be worth that extra 1 mil for Trent, but I'm quite a big fan of Robertson at the moment. I do think he's going to do well. I mean, you could argue it's worth picking Gabriel or Gvardiol over Robertson, but for now, I think he's a good option, so I've put him in the top 3 players. The reason I haven't put anyone else in the top 3 players, like Nunez, Diaz, Jota, Gakpo, is because there's a lot of rotation risk there. I'm not sure who's going to be playing striker, and I'm not sure who's going to be playing left wing. Another talking point is the centre attacking mid position as well, which Slot has been playing in the Eredivisie. Is it going to be Szoboszlai? Is it going to be McAllister? Because those two could be seeing a lot more potential returns now they're going to be playing as an attacking mid instead of just, more of a box-to-box. They're going to be more attacking. I just, once again, don't know which one it's going to be, so I've left them out of the conversation for now. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling on about this way too much. You pretty much get the point. It's hard to tell who's actually going to be playing and who's going to be starting. So for now, Trent, Robbo, and Salah are the top 3 Liverpool assets. I would honestly recommend you get at least 2 of these guys in your team. I know it's hard with the amount of good players available, but yeah, make sure you're at least getting Salah in that team of yours. I'm scoring Liverpool a 13 out of 30 on the FDR rating. That is quite a bit better than Fulham and Forest. It's not just a 1-point difference like there was between Fulham and Forest. No, it's a 2-point difference, guys. That's double. And the thing about Liverpool is that their fixtures don't even get hard in game week 7 either. You can hold these guys for a long period of time, probably up until you wildcard. But yeah, anyway, guys, that is my top 3 for the opening fixtures in FPL, game week 1 to 6. I want to hear your opinions. I want to know if you agree or disagree. It was hard to put any other teams in this list because I really wanted the best of the best. But there are other teams that have decent fixture runs, like Newcastle I was considering putting in this list, but game week 4, 5, and 6 compared to 1, 2, and 3 was a lot harder for them. So I left them out, but I guess they're getting an honourable mention right now. If you did make it this far, guys, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the season. Make sure you follow the socials as well, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. And guys, do not forget to join the mini league, in which so many extravagant prizes are available, like thin air. You're getting nothing.